It's Calisardi on Sporting Icons.
All right, so Happy New Year to each and every one of you. It is now January the 1st, 2023. I'm sure you already know that. But the WBA have literally just released their new rankings. Yep, so let me be the first to put out a video for it, like I usually am anyway. Who else does this here on YouTube? Nobody. Subscribe. Each and every month I go through all the sanctioning bodies, point out the changes, see what the landscape is for the heavyweight division. You're a boxing fan, correct? Right, so subscribe. So I'm going to go through the top 15 of the WBA in the heavyweight division. I'll show you all the changes compared to last month, what fights recently happened, what fights coming up, all that good stuff. The super champion, WBA super heavyweight champion, is Oleksandr Usyk. The WBA regular world heavyweight champion is Daniel Dubois. And for the first time that I've seen, the number one position is now vacant. We'll talk about that in a second. Number 2, Martin Bakole. Number 3, Deontay Wilder. Number 4, Anthony Joshua. Number 5, Arsenbek Makhmadov. Number 6, Lenny Apero. Number 7, Luis Ortiz. Number 8, Filip Hrgović. Number 9, Trevor Bryan. Number 10, Lucas Browne. Number 11, Aja Cabiel. Number 12, Jonathan Guidry. Number 13, Big Baby Jarrell Miller. Number 14, Fabio Wardley. Number 15, Ivan Daichko. So that's the top 15 for the WBA in the heavyweight division for the month of January 2023. Dropped out this month was number 1 position, Michael Hunter. Number 8 position, Zhan Kostabowski. And number 12 position, Kevin Lerena. So we'll talk about them as to potentially why they've been dropped. Michael Hunter, I can only presume, is due to inactivity. Maybe he hasn't paid his sanction fee yet. Maybe that's why he's been dropped for the number 1 position while that's currently vacant. Maybe they're waiting for payment to go through. Could be that reason. Zhan Kostabowski, now he did win only a few weeks ago. So quite why he's been dropped, again, I can only put it down to he hasn't paid sanction fee. And number 12, Kevin Lerena. Kevin Lerena, he fought Daniel Dubois last time out. Daniel Dubois took a knee 3 times in round number 1, and ultimately he gets himself stopped in round number 3 after doing nothing in round number 2, which is bizarre, right? Anyway, so that would be why Kevin Lerena has been dropped, because he lost. Fresh inserts. Number 14, Fabio Wardley, the new British heavyweight champion after he defeated Nathan Gorman by knockout. Of course, he came through a momentary scare himself in that fight. Love Fabio. I think Fabio is a class guy. I've interviewed him a couple of times. Managed by Dillian White, of course. Fantastic for him. Now he's eligible if Daniel Dubois or Oleksandr Usyk have a voluntary defence. They could fight Fabio Wardley. Would you want to see Daniel Dubois versus Fabio Wardley? Why not? Why not? So big up to Fabio for getting himself into the number 14 position. The other insert is number 8, Filip Hrgović. Not too sure why. Of course, last time he fought, that was in Saudi Arabia on the Usyk-Joshua rematch undercard, where very, very controversial decision. He gets to win over Zhilei Zhang. But he hasn't had a fight since. But he is the IBF mandatory. So in some ways, you could say it's kind of a wasted position. The IBF have already ordered Filip Hrgović to get his title shot. So in some ways, him being ranked in the WBA is a bit of a waste. It is. But even so, that is the top 15. Now, fights coming up for any of these, nothing's really been announced. We know number 10, Lucas Browne, he was meant to be fighting Manuel Charr only a few weeks ago, but the promoter of that show apparently messed them all about with the money, with the hotels. They couldn't get the commission to sign off on the fights, all that kind of stuff. So Lucas Browne didn't end up fighting. So still, the last time he fought was when he knocked out Junior Farr. Okay, but going forward, Lucas Browne, who's he going to fight next? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe he's still going to try and get that Manuel Charr fight. We'll have to wait and find out. But of course, he is the Oceania WBA champion, something like that. Big Baby Jarrell Miller, he's got a fight coming up, or maybe he's just had it, I'm not too sure. But he would have fought 3 times this year, so now he's in the top 15. But he's been in the top 15 for a couple of weeks now. Or, sorry, a couple of months now. Do you agree with it? Based on his history, I suppose it's entirely on you. Of course, absent names who are not here. Andy Ruiz Jr., Dillian White, Joe Joyce. Quite a few, right? There's quite a few names that you'll probably say maybe should be on here. Jared Anderson, maybe. But either way, it's not a great top 15. It's not, but this is the WBA. The WBA, they don't usually put out a top 15 that people go, oh, that's pretty good. The WBA, they seem to, at least from the outside looking in, rank for favours, really, don't they? You know, that's why the likes of Jonathan Guidry is ranked in at number 12. Why the likes of Trevor Bryan is ranked in at number 9. Both Don King fighters have a great relationship with Don King. Shouldn't be that way, but they have. And that's why they're there. I disagree totally with number 6, Lenny Perro. He's only had, 6 or 7 fights. Why is he all the way up there? Who's he beating? He hasn't beaten anybody. He's only really beaten journeyman, that kind of level. So why he's there, you tell me. Of course, we're still waiting for the official confirmation of Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz Jr. We know it's been ordered by the WBC. Anthony Joshua apparently could be out in either March or April time. Still waiting for an opponent on that one. We're hearing it could well be Otto Wallin. But again, Otto Wallin, he's not in the top 15 as well. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the top 15 for the WBA. Do you like it? Do you disagree with it? Who do you think should be there? All that kind of good stuff. WBA, are they biased? Are they corrupt? Are they incompetent? Or do you think they're great? Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.